What's going on, family? Welcome to 2024, and guys, I've got a great video for you guys. I've been looking to drop this review for a while, but I personally wanted to get to know this software. I really wanted to get down and dirty with it, get really intimate, get to using it, and make sure that before I brought it to you guys, it really lived up to the hype, really lived up to the billing. And guys, I am proud to announce that I'm loving what I see, guys, and so I got this one for you guys. This is the best car rental software all of you guys need to be using in 2024, y'all. All right, it is called Finesse, and we are going to jump right into my review. I'm not going to waste no time. For most of you guys that are new to the channel and maybe new to car rentals, right? In your day-to-day, you guys are going to need to start automating some stuff. It's 2024, y'all. We can't be using paper contracts anymore, all right? So the beautiful thing about rental software is it helps you guys with those tasks, right? Automating those mundane tasks that you guys don't need to be doing with paper and a pen and a pad, all right? Like sending contracts to customers, rental contracts, sending payment links to customers, right? Having all your customer database in one centralized location, so you're not storing your customers in your phone. Instead, everything in the software acts as a customer relationship management system, all right, a CRM system for you. So it has all your customers. It also stores all your vehicles, and then you guys can keep track of your vehicles, your metrics, vehicle availability, things like that, right? So rental software does a whole lot for you. And some of the more polished rental software out there even go above and beyond with some extra value add features, just like we're going to be discussing today with Finesse. They add extra things kind of like AI. So AI, you could use it for vehicle descriptions, for creating your website. Like this software will literally create a website for you in a matter of seconds at the click of a button, and you guys have a fully functional website that you guys could spin off immediately and get busy. All right, that's number one. They do things like also keeping track of your vehicle maintenance and expenses, right? So any daily expenses that you incur in your business for each vehicle, these softwares can also record a lot of that stuff. So pretty much the softwares act like your dashboard, right? So where you guys have everything, you can come there, you can see all the activity, everything going on. You can gauge the pulse of your car rental company at any point in time. And so I love them, all right? It's something everybody needs to be using. And so guys, without further ado, let's jump right into the video so I can show you guys the website, show you guys what it looks like, and then tell you guys what I love and what I hate about it, all right? Let's jump right into it. Okay guys, so this is the website. It's going to be fleetfinesse.com. So as they say, it's the simplest to use car rental software out there. And guys, I got to admit, this is actually one of the most simple ones that I've ever used. I mean, from start to finish, you guys could have this baby up and running in less than 5 to 10 minutes. And I like that. I think their target market here is going to be beginners just coming into the car rental business, or your intermediaries, all right? People that are just maybe not advanced, super advanced, and don't need all the super complicated features, but they need something that does the basic stuff and does it very, very well. And I feel like they've nailed it, all right? So that's number one. Off the gate, they let you know that. And guys, there's also a 7-day free trial that you guys could sign up for, so you guys could test it out and see if it's right for you, all right? They say right here, it's the first AI-focused car rental solution, and I believe that they've got it baked in, and their intention is to continue to expound on that as they go. So this is just their first MVP, minimum viable product. And they have a support section in the software where they want your feedback, all right? They want you guys feedback. You notice any bugs or any features that in future developments that they could release later on, all right? So if you guys have any features that are obviously not something specific to only you want, right? It has to be something that a lot of people would want, and then they would consider putting that into development, because development costs a lot of money. So it's got to be something that everybody would want to do. So yeah, there you go. So it's a lot of things that it does. It accepts online reservations and payments. So that's part of the reason for rental software. So you guys don't have to be collecting cash or collecting payments manually, right? You guys could send these links straight to customers, and customers could pay you guys back. You're able to manage your fleet online here. It will access your customer portal, your CRM system, and just like I mentioned earlier too, guys, very quick setup. It took me barely 15 minutes to set up a test account here, and I was up and running, all right? And so it has most of the tools that you guys are going to need. Fleet management, that website that I told you guys about that you're able to spin up in a few seconds, able to see all your orders, inventory management for your vehicles. And this is an extra feature that they've also added. I believe it might be for the basic plan. I will find out. It might be locked to a certain tier, but you guys could do email and SMS marketing within the software. You could send out email, a text message blast to all your customers to market market promos or things like that, I believe that's a very good feature. And then they are working on the API and webhooks that they mentioned to me. That's something that's going to be coming out very soon on the next releases. So that's part of the features coming soon. And they have team management. So if you guys want to give access to your team members, you guys can also do that. So those are just a few of the features on there. So let's go on ahead and try to get started and see what that looks like and explore the plans that they have available for you guys. All right. All right, guys, so these are the different pricing options that they have available. So on the month, they have a monthly, or if you do annual, you get a discount for on the monthly on the pricing. So if you do monthly, it's $69 a month, guys, and no down payments, no setup fees whatsoever. That's one of the best I've seen out there. A lot of these other rental software, they require a lot of money up front. All right, I've used some like Rent-Centric, I've used some like HQ Rentals, and you've got to cough up a pretty penny to get started. I mean, to get started for just $69, that's amazing, guys. So like I said, these guys are catering. It's more mass market. They want people to just getting into the business or intermediaries. Maybe you don't have the biggest fleet in the world, or most, you're not looking for the most advanced feature. At $69 a month, that's a no-brainer, guys. That's truly a no-brainer. You get fleet management and control. Website, you're able to build your website instantly, able to take orders and online reservations and take process payments. You get the email and SMS marketing, full staff management, and they don't cap you on the number of staff, the number of cars, or the number of orders or reservations. A lot of these other ones, they work off of this volumetric or volume-centric type of model where if you get to a certain point, they cap you, right? You can't go beyond a certain number, a number of cars. I know HQ Rentals, that's one of the reasons why we actually even had to switch, because HQ Rentals capped us at a certain number of cars and we cannot delete or add any more vehicles. All right, so we've actually made the migration over to Fleet Finesse, and that's what we're using now in our organization. And also just because of the ease of use, I've noticed with our staff, we used to use HQ Rentals, but just the learning curve for a lot, it was just too hard. So they were making too many mistakes. And so far, this one's been seamless and very easy for them to use. And that's why we're kind of loving it. All right. So that's the standard plan. It's only $69 a month. The deluxe plan is $197 a month. All right. It's going to have everything in standard. Plus, you also get custom web and email domain. And I'm going to explain that further when we get into the software. But basically, when you get the custom website, right, if you wanted to actually have your own domain name in there, then you have to upgrade to the deluxe version. All right. If you're using the standard version, it'll have Fleet Finesse in the domain URL. So if you're okay with that, some people don't care. What you could do is just have your own website that already has your own domain. And then whenever people click on the book now button for the cars, you can link the book now buttons for each individual car to the respective page within Fleet Finesse. All right, so that's another way to finesse the system. And then you don't have to maybe sign up for the $197 plan. But if you really wanted to have your domain throughout, then yes, you might want to reach out to them to see about upgrading to that plan. All right. And then they're also coming out with the API and webhook access very soon. So they're still working on that. So let me go ahead and log in so I can kind of give you guys a look at what's underneath the hood. All right, guys. So once you log in for the first time, you're going to get greeted by the get started screen. All right. And this is kind of like the wizard. It's going to walk you through in 4 simple steps how to set up the software pretty much. All right, once you go through these 4 steps, you're ready to rock and roll. All right, so first off, it's going to bring you to the payment screen where you're going to go ahead and put in your billing details for your subscription to the software. Right, like I mentioned earlier, there's a $69 plan and a $167 plan. That's where you guys are going ahead and select which one that you guys want to rock with, depending on if you want to do monthly or you want to do annually, or if you want the advanced features or any of that stuff. All right, so that's where I've already done this for my company. So we just recently started onboarding to the software. I'm still in process, but I've already done that. So and then after that, you go ahead and add your company details. It's going to want to know your company name, email, company phone number, company address, all of that stuff. All right. Once you put all that in, just go ahead and hit save. And then this is where you're going to add your vehicles. All right. So I've already done a lot of that. We've added a lot of our cars on here. So you guys will come here and add each one of your vehicles. All right. To the screen, it's super simple to add a car. I've already added all of ours, but I'm going to kind of show you guys what it looks like. Pretty much you put in the brand, the model, and then whatever display name. Some people have nicknames for their cars, or you just call it whatever you want to call it, right? And then you put the VIN number in there, how many seats it has. And then for the description, it actually uses AI, so that's pretty cool. So you could just copy and paste the vehicle, make, and model in here, and then just click generate description with AI, and it'll come up with a nice write-up on the vehicle and the description of the vehicle. This is going to show up on the invoices and also on a custom website that the software makes for you. All right, for photos, you go ahead and upload photos. Now, they don't want you uploading they want you to actually upload pictures that are 5 megabytes or less. We actually messed up on that. We have to change. Ours are very high quality pictures, so it slows down the load time. So want to make sure you compress your files so they're small enough so that way it loads a whole lot quicker for you. So you go ahead and put your pictures in there. Now this is the pricing information, right? So hourly charging, daily charging, weekly charging, monthly charging, and then your security deposit amounts, right? You put all of that in here. Once again, the ones with asterisks are the most important ones that you have to fill out. So for us, we just do our daily, weekly, monthly. If you guys do hourly, go ahead and put that in there also. And if you want to put a security deposit, go ahead and do that. You put your mileage, how much the customers pay when they go over on their miles. So we charge $3 per mile over. And then what's your daily mileage allowance? You put that in there also. And then just go ahead and hit save. And that's it. That's just how easy it is to go ahead and put your vehicles in. Now, this is where also they've done some extra value add for you guys now. So they have this feature here where you guys can track expenditure per vehicle. So for this particular car, let's say the car went into the shop today for tires, right? I can go ahead and add the expenditure amount, right? So you go ahead and just click that plus sign and then go ahead and put the date of the expenditure, the time, what exactly it is. So say tires, you spent money on some tires, and then who was the vendor? Let's say it was Discount Tire. Can't spell tonight. And then how much was it? Let's say Porsche tires are expensive, $450 a pop. So let's say we did all four. Let's say we did 2 tires, $900. And then what category would you say maintenance, right? And then go ahead and just add that. Let's put a date onto that. Let's say it was today, right? And times, I just say 4 p.m. Right, and go ahead and add that expenditure, and boom, you've got that expenditure added there. And so now it's going to start to keep track of this. All right, so it's going to be keeping track of your amount spent on the car, so your expenses, and then how much that you've made on the car, right? So eventually you're going to be able to keep track of the exact profit and loss for that vehicle. All right, and that's a pretty good feature to have, so that way you don't have to be keeping receipts or using a different system to store a lot of that stuff. All right, it's going to do all of that for you guys seamlessly here. So I really like that feature. You guys could always delete this just by selecting that and then hitting the delete button right here. You can quickly remove that expense. All right, so that's a pretty cool feature that I really like, and they just made the interface is simple. It's not complicated. Anybody could follow it, anybody could use it. All right, so that's a really good feature that they put on there. If the car's going out of service, you just go ahead and select out of service for the vehicle. All right, so that's how you guys add your cars, and then pretty much you guys have your dashboard. All right, this is going to kind of be like your main cockpit. So to show you how many pickups you have pending for the day, how many returns coming back, how many cars are on rent, how many reservations are pending, how many just got returned, and then kind of like a pie chart showing you guys the current status of all your vehicles, right, and how many you guys have. And then this will also show you revenue for the last 7 days, 4 weeks, 3 months, blah blah blah. So like I said, we're just in the process of moving all our stuff over right now, and we're about to start using this software. And let's go to the next section here. You can go to reservations. All right, so this will have all your reservations. So this is us testing it out and trying to make sure it works for us. And yeah, we found out everything was perfectly well. We're super excited, and we're going to go ahead and start using it. We've actually started moving all our customer base in here, so we can go ahead and get busy, start using this. So yeah, I'll show you guys how easy it is to go ahead and do reservations. All right, guys, so I'm going to walk you guys through how to create a reservation. So we're going to go ahead and just click create reservation. Let's go on ahead and select what date. So pickup date's going to be from the 19th till the 26th. All right. Pickup location, it's going to be your regular branch location, or you could type in the custom location in there. Say you're meeting the customer at a hotel or whatever, right? Select what customer. I'm just going to select myself in there. Just got all my information. Boom, click next. All right. Now, what car do you want to rent? So if you click on whichever cars, it'll give you a breakdown of the total, how much it's going to cost for the whole week. And that's pretty cool. In this case, I'm just going to select this Lambo right here and rent that out. And then it pulls up the information. Now, all the data it has in here, remember, we've already put that in the fleet screen, all right? So it makes it so easy and convenient, right? So you don't have to start typing in the amounts. So if I'm charging $15.99 for this Lambo, then it's already preset for me and I'm ready to go. If I'm giving the customer a discount, I could just change the amount to whatever discount I'm giving the customer, right? We allow only 100 miles a day on that, and then 5 miles if they go over. So everything looks good. Go ahead and rent that vehicle out. Now, if there were any add-ons that I wanted to add, say the customer was going to pay for a round-trip delivery or a sales tax, or I'm selling them insurance or paying prepaid fuel. These are just default presets that they've already added in the system for you. You could easily change the prices of them here, or if you can select those or whichever ones you want, and it adds it up there. Or if you guys want to add your own add-on, you could do that up top here and just click on add new. So that's pretty cool. You can add your own custom. I don't want to add anything, so I'm just going to go ahead and click next. All right, so this is a summary screen, making sure that everything looks correct, and I'm going to confirm that reservation, baby. All right, order created, and now boom. So now it's pending pickup. So at this point now you can easily send the contract to the customer. If I click on send contract and email it to me, I can view the contract right here. This is the contract. It has the renter's name, the renter, make and model of the vehicle. It's got the right start date and start time, all of that, allotted mileage and extra cost for miles going over. Now guys, this rental car agreement, you guys have to put this yourself into the system. It doesn't come with its own rental agreement, obviously so for legal reasons. So you guys have to go buy your own rental agreement, get a lawyer to create one for you, or you guys can actually go, I'll put a link underneath this video. If you guys need a rental agreement, you guys can go there to get one. But yeah, so you guys will go to your settings screen, and then under rental agreement, this is where you guys will go and put your rental agreement. It's literally a copy and paste. You just copy and paste the text from your rental agreement in here. All right, you just copy and paste it, and then you drag and drop the different fields. So like here, it tells you that you have to put the customer, wherever the customer name goes, you just drag and drop that field there, right? Where the make goes, you drag the make and put their model, drag and drop. All right, if I wanted the VIN, I would just drag and drop the VIN there, and boom. All right, rental date, estimated start date for the rental. You drag and drop start date, estimated end date. I'm just dragging and dropping, guys. It is super easy. You can't mess this up. All right, and that's how you fill up all the spaces, the required spaces. And that's pretty much it. When you get to the bottom, a renter's name is going to be the customer name. You just drag and drop where the renter's name is meant to be. And then the date that they're signing is going to be the start date of the rental. You drag and drop there. That's it. All right, once you do that, you go back up and just hit save, and then your update and your rental agreement is done. All right. So going back to the reservation, I was reviewing that contract. That's what it looked like. And then at the bottom, this is how the renter is going to view it. So this is the view from the renter's perspective, right? It's going to have the signature box where the renter is going to be able to sign, and they could just electronically sign that. Let me just put in a random scribble and then hit save. And it's going to append the signature to the contract. All right. So now it's legally binding and we are all good. All right. So once it does. All right, so once it adds that in there, we're going to go ahead and go back to the reservation. So we've sent it to customer. The customer's already signed it. Now it's time to collect payment. All right, if they're in person in front of you, you could just collect cash. If you need to request a Stripe payment, you can just go to request payment, put in the amount for the security deposit. Now, don't forget, guys, security deposits, we tend to place a hold on it. All right, and so we freeze the money in the renter's account. The reason why we do that is we don't want to pay Stripe's 2.7 or 2.8% merchant fees every time we take a security deposit, because 9 times out of 10 we're returning the security deposits back to the customer anyway. So I don't want to take that hit on the fees. So that's why we freeze the money instead of taking it out. Only time I would take the money out of their account is if it's a long-term rental. All right, because Stripe is only going to hold that for 7 days. It falls off on the 7th day. All right, so very important. Do not forget that it is going to fall off on the 7th day. All right, so if you have a customer renting a car for a whole month and you only take a credit card and you freeze it, the security deposit for using Stripe, on the 7th day, it's going to fall off and go back into the customer's account. So let's say they keep the car for a month and mess up your car, you ain't got a security deposit no more. So make sure if it's a long-term rental, I will go ahead and capture that amount. So I wouldn't do a hold. Instead, I'll just do a rental charge. I'll actually add it here and collect that, or I'll make them pay cash for the security deposit, all right, if they don't have a credit card. So this is where you can go ahead and request a security deposit. Also rental charges, you can go ahead and collect that here cash, or once again, you can also request the rental charge. All right, you just go to request payment and request that. It's going to send the customer an email that they can go on ahead and fill out with their credit card information and pay online. So it makes it super simple to go ahead. And once they've paid, it will update right here and it'll show you that they've paid the amount. So let's just go ahead and act like the customer paid cash. I'm just going to put cash for both of them. So request security deposit, boom, total paid $1,400. And then for the rental fee, I'll just do cash, total paid $676.93. So now that I know the customer is signed, the customer is paid, I'm going to go ahead and get this, put this from pending. The customer's taking the car. So let's go ahead and say that this is on rental. All right. So it's going to ask you for the starting mileage of the car. You'd go ahead and put the starting mileage, whatever you think it is. I'll just say it's 15,500. What's the starting fuel? I think it's on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being a full tank. I'm just going to say that we always give our cars out with a full tank. That way I never have to put gas in my cars. All right. The customer has to bring them back with a full tank. Otherwise we're charging them. So we just go ahead and do that. And boom, this car is now on a rental. All right. Now let's say on the 26th, customer comes back and says they want to extend. You can just click on the create extension button and it'll walk you through what to do, all right? Now let's fast forward and say it's the 26th and customer is ready to bring the car back. Now you just go ahead and click return, and then you'd go ahead and put the ended mileage. Say the customer did, if it was good and did 100 miles as normal and he brought it back with a full tank of gas, there was no damage, I'll just go ahead and hit submit, and that pretty much closes out the reservation, all right? There is no outstanding balance, and that is it. The reservation is done. That is how simple, guys, it is to complete a reservation with Fleet Finesse, all right? That's why I love it. So that's that. So I wanted to show you guys also finally the website creation feature. I think this is one of the most outstanding things about this software. So I'm just gonna walk you guys through it really quick. So this is where you guys can use the AI feature it has to create your own website. All right, so pretty much already we have the company information from when we went through the wizard earlier. So you go ahead and make sure your company information is in there, your name. You would have to upload your logo. So I've already put in my logo. You just click on this button and upload a logo. Put your phone number, put your email, and it's gonna ask you for a website description, all right? So I just put in some basic stuff for my website. You can write whatever you want in there. And once you click on this button, create website, the magic will happen. I've already done it, but it would literally immediately in seconds create your website for you. And so I'm going to show you what it looks like, all right? So this is a link. It says here, visit your website. It has that link. And this is what I was telling you guys. If you notice, it still says Fleet Finesse and some gibberish at the end because it's working. It's still on the Fleet Finesse's domain because we're on the basic plan. All right, so that's how you know, that's the only way it's gonna work. If you want it to be custom domain, your company domain, your main, say your company name is MTB Exotics. If I wanted it to be mtbexotics.com, and I'd have to upgrade to the other plan that they have, all right? And then reach out to the developers and they would have to do that. It takes some coding to go ahead and get that done, and they'll have to get access to your GoDaddy account and all of that stuff, all right? So it's a little bit more complicated. That's why they charge more, all right? So I'm gonna go ahead and click on copy of there, and let's see what the website looks like. Paste that in the browser, and boom, guys, whoa, look at that, look at that. It's a website the AI created in just seconds, all right? Seconds, it brings in all your vehicles. Look at that, looks amazing, nice, the way it looks. I love it. Contact us. So that's the information I put in that description section. All right, so see the information that I had here, that's what's appearing here in this contact us box right there, and it already carried over my company information, address, all of that. All right, I love it, guys, I love it. And so I can click on the Our Fleet button. It scrolls me down here. If I want to click on book now, it takes me down here, so I can just click on any vehicle that I want to book. So let's just say I want to book this car. All right, so that's the car, gives me the description. This was generated by AI earlier. You can see all the pictures. Love it, guys. Very responsive. And if you want to book now, you just click on that. The customer will now put in their name, email, phone number, all of that stuff, and put in the dates. You can upload their insurance card. They can upload their driver's license. And once you hit send, this will now pop up in your reservation section as a pending reservation. And you will also get an email alerting you that a customer has placed an order online. All right, so it'll pop up here showing you as a pending transaction that the customer wants to complete. All right, that's the beautiful thing about this, guys. So literally, you guys could spawn up your own car rental website in minutes, y'all, using this software for free, essentially. All right, that's what I love about it. Let me go to my website, right, mtbexotics.com. Let me show you guys how you could also use that feature. All right, so say on my Panamera, if I wanted to link my website to Fleet Finesse, I could put this link to this Panamera right here. So this link right here, I could use this link and I could put that on my website right here. So when somebody clicks on this button, it will go straight to that site. All right, so that way they can come here and book immediately. All right, that's the way you would make the integration if you already have your own website with your own domain. So you guys could do it that way, or if you guys want to get the custom domain through Fleet Finesse, then you guys could pay them extra and then they could try to integrate all of that stuff for you guys, all right? So that is how easy it is to create your website. Pretty much, guys, that's it, guys. I just wanted to show you guys what the software looks like, how to use it. Finally, guys, it also has a support section, which I think all of you guys need to use. It's got videos so that you guys can familiarize yourself with the software. So I suggest that you guys go through the tutorials, and I love how they have these laid down. I'm showing you guys how to use the Get Started Wizard, how to navigate through the dashboard, reservation process, customer creation, website build tutorial, and going through the settings menu. So guys, they're doing everything for you here. I love this. This looks nice and clean. And then these two buttons here are money, guys. Look, if you guys want to get in contact with them, that's the email. Obviously, guys, most of these softwares, they're small teams, all right? This is not Microsoft, all right? You can't reach out to them 24/7 and expect them to respond in 5 minutes. No, guys, these are small dev team. Development costs a lot of money, guys, so you just can't be requesting all kinds of random stuff unique to just your situation. Last I ever paid when I needed a developer for something, it cost me almost $70 an hour to hire a developer, all right? And you'd be surprised, just to make a page like this by a developer would probably take almost 3 to 4 hours. All right, so several hundreds of dollars. So before they can make any changes or come up with new features, there needs to be enough people to justify the expense. Always know that when it comes with SaaS products, all right? That's just industry wide. But these guys, they have, if you guys do want to, if you notice any bugs or any problems, do definitely reach out to them there. If you guys want any feature requests, right, you guys can also request that there. I mentioned at the start of the video, this is still an MVP, all right? This is still in production. They're still fixing all the bugs. So these guys, that's why I want you guys to also lock in the price right now, because I have a feeling, this is the first version of the software, and it already looks and feels this good. As it gets better, as they add more features, I am sure the pricing is going to go a whole lot more. It's going to go up a whole lot more. So guys, definitely lock in right now, so that way you guys are most likely grandfathered in at this price, and you won't be impacted by any future pricing. All right. I do know that they say feature requests, they will take that seriously. If they get enough volume, enough people asking for the same stuff, then they will definitely push that into development. So 100%, these guys are motivated to want to better this software. So guys, overall, I love it. What can I say? I love it. The software is very simple to use. It's very easy. This is good. So that way there's competition, and that's what we need in this industry. We need more competition. We need more options like this. So salute to them. And guys, definitely, I want the MTB gang, I want all of you guys to definitely show them some love. All of you guys, go start subscribing, go get this set up, go get it set up and start using this immediately in your car rental businesses. All right, so thank you guys very much for watching this video. Appreciate you guys, and I'll see you on the next one. All right.